Have you been hearing a lot about NAD, but you're not really sure what it does for your body? Check out this video. I'm going to talk about that.
Let's go.
Hi there, welcome. Coach Tanya with Critical Bench. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about NAD and what actually it does to your body, because you may have been hearing a lot about it. It's one of these topics that has gotten a lot of attention, and it just seems to kind of be hanging around because people have a lot of questions about that. But before I go into the specifics of NAD, I want to draw your attention to the pinned comment below. Down here, if you click that, that is a free immune boosting report. It's actually got some really great tools and resources to help you incorporate things into your life to make sure that you're really, sustaining a very healthy immune system. So click that pinned comment below. It'll take you right there. You'll have instant access to that. It's fantastic. So you don't want to miss that. Make sure you check that out. Okay, NAD. So I've heard NAD being referred to as the fountain of youth. Sign me up. But is it really a fountain of youth? Well, I'll get to that. What NAD is, it's a coenzyme, and it's actually found in every cell in your body. Your body makes its own NAD, and it plays a huge role in regulating how quickly we age. So it's definitely tied to aging. Which is why it's getting a lot of attention. When there's that correlation, this impacts this, well, then give me more of this, right? So that's why people are getting really excited about NAD, because we all have it, our cells make it, it's directly related to how quickly we age. So if we can do something to bump that up or increase our NAD or somehow supplement it, we can hopefully stave off aging, or maybe age not as quickly. I've got a lot to say about that. Okay, but I squirreled there. Okay, I'm thinking about nutrition and fitness and all the other things right now, but back to NAD, which is what I'm talking about. NAD also contributes to a lot of other important functions, so it's actually crucial for basic reactions that occur inside your cells that keep you alive. So, we can poke fun and make light of and joke about NAD being the fountain of youth, but at the end of the day, this is a very, very important coenzyme that, we need it. We have to have it for certain things to function so that we function, okay? So I'm going to discuss briefly 4 benefits of taking NAD. Number one is it does seem to protect the brain and help it to resist stress. So one of the studies that I looked at, they found that NAD helps sirtuins. Hopefully I am saying that correctly. And these are proteins that help our cells to be a little resistant to stress so that they work better. And I'm really, really simplifying that, because if I didn't, this video would be quite long. Basically, we experience stress, so our cells experience stress, and NAD kind of helps them to resist better. Like if you're familiar with the fight or flight response, right? What NAD does is it actually helps us kind of stay in that state with, we're experiencing stress, but we're kind of managing it right now before, we go really, okay? So it's very important in helping with that. It's also crucial in getting energy from the foods we eat. So it actually helps us convert proteins and carbohydrates and fats into usable energy. So that right there, hello, gotta have it, right? It's not the only thing that does that, but it plays a very important role in taking those macros and converting them into usable energy that our cells need to function and do all of their jobs. Now, NAD also helps repair DNA, and this is really interesting because, our DNA is damaged daily from regular things and exposure to things that we can sum it up as life. Okay, just being alive on the planet, moving around in the world, our DNA does get damaged from things, okay? And there's research to support that, replenishing our NAD stores can help make that process of repairing the DNA from that damage a lot more efficient. So doing that, if we are able to repair our if a surplus or a supplementation of NAD, getting more of it, making more of it or getting more of it, can help the repair of damaged DNA. It kind of goes hand in hand with that. Well, that would sort of support longevity. Okay? Aging. Number 4, aging. Is it really the fountain of youth? Well, here's the deal. As we get older, NAD levels drop, like a lot of other things that drop or decline as we get older. Now, NAD is linked to protecting age-related decline in our cells. And NAD levels drop as part of the natural aging process, so supplementing may provide some benefit. Notice I said may. So don't be running out and buying massive amounts of NAD because you think it's going to just stop aging. It's going to keep you 30 forever. It's not. Supplementing may benefit, all right? So how do you, in saying that, how can we supplement our NAD levels? What can we do to get more of it into our bodies? Well, obviously with supplementation is probably, one of the easiest things because you can buy NAD supplements and you can take them. Other things that have been found to increase increase the NAD levels in our cells is intermittent fasting. Now, I have to stop right there. A lot of people do not understand intermittent fasting. They don't know how to use it correctly. What I'm talking about is properly used intermittent fasting. And before you decide to take on and do intermittent fasting, especially if you were doing this because you want to increase your NAD levels, I would strongly suggest talking with your doctor or a nutritionist or someone who is incredibly well schooled in intermittent fasting, how to utilize it, how to incorporate it, and how to take the breaks from it. Because intermittent fasting, typically a lot of people that do practice it don't just intermittent fast like forever. They will do intermittent fasting. Why am I having trouble with that word today? But they will do intermittent fasting and they will also take breaks from it. So if that appeals to you, do your homework, get some proper help from people that understand it really well so that you do it properly, because if you don't, it's not going to give you the result you want, or it's not going to do what you're hoping it's going to do. Oxaloacetate, I probably butchered that. This is a supplement that actually makes the NAD more available to your cells. So that's just a specific supplement I wanted to mention because that is what it's meant to do. So that is something that might appeal to you if you're looking just to take a supplement. Okay. Another one is the keto diet. Now the keto diet, there's tons of benefits for it. There's tons of benefits for a lot of diets, and every diet also has its cons, because just because something is great and wonderful and being promoted as an awesome lifestyle choice doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. Doesn't mean it's right for everybody. Doesn't mean it's even good for everybody. So once again, if you're already doing keto, you might actually have higher levels of NAD, because when you're in ketosis, it does, NAD increases when our bodies are in ketosis. So again, if you like the sound of that, but you've never done a keto diet, you really need to sit back and go, is this something I can commit to? Is this something I'm going to enjoy? Am I going to be committed to the shopping and the meal prep? And, how do I feel about eating that much fat? Am I going to enjoy it? Okay, these are all questions you need to be realistic about it, because just because you might think or you want to do everything in your power to increase NAD levels in your body, make sure that what you're choosing to do is something you enjoy and something you can commit to, because otherwise, what's the point, right? So if a keto diet is something you think, I can do that, talk to people who've done it. Talk to people who've done it successfully and get them to give you the real deal on what it's actually like to live a keto lifestyle, because it may not be what you're thinking it is, because we always see the success stories and kind of once people have gone through keto flu and once they've, kind of fallen off the wagon and got back on, and once they've, people that I know that I've met, people that I've even interviewed, who are living a keto lifestyle and have for several years, they didn't just get there overnight, and they didn't just get there in a month or two. It took them a while. So a lot of what we see on social media and what's promoted is the success stories. So find those people and talk to them. What was the reality of getting there? Okay, you want to make sure it's something that you can stick to. So again, is it really the fountain of youth? Well, every cell in your body has it. Without it, you wouldn't function properly. It would definitely have some very detrimental effects on your quality of life. As we get older, it's going to age. Yes, there are things we can do to possibly increase our levels, but there really isn't enough research to say that, hey, increasing the levels, taking supplementation is going to increase those levels enough that it's actually going to have a very noticeable, dramatic impact on your youthfulness and how you look. So, yeah, I'm going to say no, it's not the fountain of youth. And I'm certainly not saying, well, then just throw in the towel and don't bother taking it. There are other reasons to want to maintain and support healthy NAD levels, okay? As I've already mentioned, everything else up to the aging part. But, if your sole focus is, well, I want that fountain of youth, I'm going to say this probably isn't where you want to be the fountain you want to be drinking from, okay? But there are definitely other wonderful healthy benefits of keeping your levels healthy, keeping them up, and there are things you can do about that. Just make sure that whatever you choose is something that you can sustain and maintain and that you actually like doing, okay? Hey, I'm Coach Tanya with Critical Bench. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget about that pinned comment below for that free immune report. That's got some great information in there to help you sustain a really healthy, optimal immune system. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and that little notification bell so that you don't miss any of our great content. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you again real soon. We'll be right back.